Nice. Are you ready for some more music? Moet even nog dat je zegt van kijken of ik verbinding kan leggen met een speelplaatje hiernaast.
It's a beautiful Bon Iver song, by the way.
Right?
It's so good. It's the first time I've heard it, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I was really tripping out in the headphones. It's beautiful.
Oh, you guys were already on tour and everything and didn't get the chance?
Somehow, you know, you want to get to it and it just sort of slips your... And it's great.
It's not an easy album.
I love those records, actually. I like those ones that you kind of know when you first hear it. You're so challenged by it. And as I've gotten older, like the last Radiohead record, I just loved them for so long that I knew... I forced myself every day to take long walks, listen to it every day.
Yeah.
And by a weekend, I was like, I'm in.
We just had exactly the same conversation.
Exactly. When those things are challenged, it's better that way. When you're moved by it right away, it tends to disappear. And when you kind of are confronted with something, and then it takes you a while, and honestly, sometimes those things you hear no hooks or you hear no pop melodies, it almost sounds like one thing, and then by a year later, you can't believe you didn't hear them.
Yeah.
They're all in there. Like you just can't take it, you know?
Your ears have to get used to them.
Yeah, and all good records.
Yeah?
All good records you don't like right away. I mean, that's the rule.
Is Radiohead your favorite record of this year so far?
I love it. I just love it. Like I'm a big King of Limbs. I mean, I like King of Limbs, but In Rainbows was something that was really profound. They've always been a band that's just... You know, my whole life just constantly blown me away. So I always sort of see people go, it's funny because a lot of those bands that do such amazing work, it's funny how easy it is for people to have their arms folded. Okay, you've made 9 or 10 great records for 20 years, but what do you have now? You know what I mean? It's so true. And people are like, I don't know about this one.
That was impossible with Radiohead.
Yeah, with Johnny Green, I mean, because of all the scoring he's been doing.
Yeah.
And it feels like, wow, this is like them now. Everything they are now in their head, it's almost this piece, you know? But it's still poppy. There's still hooks and there's still things, no matter what.
Is this really your number one record of the year, or do you have another one?
What do you guys, what's your number one?
Or top 3, you know?
I think it definitely is. I mean, it's hard for me because I'm just such a huge fan, you know? And I loved King of Limbs too, but I wasn't as attached to it. I still loved it. But
Radiohead is, of course, an obvious entry in your top 3 of the year, I guess.
I know it's obvious and people, you know, but...
No, because you're such a lifelong fan.
I am.
But give me some other bands. Some other cool records that you guys like.
I think the new Kate Tempest... do you know who she is?
Yeah, we got her on the show as well.
She's playing the Melkweg, and which is we played there many times. It's one of my favorite venues in the world, and we see her on this European tour that we're doing, and it's just one of these dances because we listen to her all the time. Her first record was so mind blowing. This new one is just as mind blowing as the last one, and it's so sad to go into a city and just see her poster where the date is just a little bit before or a little bit after, and we just want to see her. Really bad. We just missed PJ Harvey in France too. Like that was sad. But.
So you love those records, and what were you saying?
I was saying Savages.
Savages.
Yeah,
so great
sure.
live.
They might be the best live band we've seen.
Yeah, why? Why?
You know, I think it was one of those Coachella. You know, Coachella is that big festival near Los Angeles, right? So it's one of those moments that when people ask us about festivals. Or advice is like, take your list. Obviously, you want to see Radiohead, Arcade Fire, and things like that. I mean, those are some big things you want to see. But don't burn yourself out in your little map. Just go and wander, because you're gonna find something in a tent that your mind is gonna melt. And Savages we knew of very well and loved their records, but separately, we all wandered into their tent and. I stopped watching them. I started watching all my friends walk in and watch them because their faces would just slowly fall off their skull because they just destroyed it and kind of ruined Coachella. Because we were like, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know. I mean, Future Islands is a band that we had the same experience with a couple of years ago. We're like, man, now what? Savages just melted my face off.
We had the same experience with Future Islands because the singer jumped off stage in front of stage.
That guy.
And he walked down the side of the stage. Yeah. But there was no way out over there. So he was trapped and the cameras were following him.
Oh, it's great.
Over there, and he was like, fuck.
Yeah.
What I'm going. So we had to climb a fence.
Hold on a second. Can you F out on this radio?
Yeah, you can say fuck here on the radio.
Fuck. Yeah. Okay, Savages was fucking great. The new Radiohead record is fucking great.
Okay.
And that Bon Iver song was pretty cool. That was great.
Okay. So shut the fuck up now.
Hey!
Because you have to play the song for us, okay?
Circadian Rhythm.
Okay, here are Silversun Pickups live with Circadian Rhythm.
Thank you.